Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we are going to be making this very delicious and very simple to make Hydrabadi Biryani. So in my pot over here I have got 2 kilos of cut chicken and I'm using about 1.5 tablespoons of Aroma of Zanzibar Biryani masala. You can use any type of biryani masala that you have. Some salt to taste, and I'm gonna squeeze in some lemon or lime, about 2 tablespoons. Now for the masala, I have shared the recipe before, so I will put the link in the description box below if you would like to use the same masala that I have used. So I'm also using about 1.5 cups of yogurt, plain thick yogurt. Right, so we're just going to mix this well to combine. Now you want to check with the yogurt. If it's very sour, then you may need to reduce the lemon or lime that you're using, maybe about a tablespoon. Okay, so you're just going to mix it well and keep it aside for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, just going to add the fresh ginger and garlic paste, about 2.5 tablespoons. You can go up to 3, and about half a cup of chopped coriander, that is cilantro or dhania, and also 1/4 cup of chopped mint. All right, and then some oil, any vegetable oil, about 1/4 cup. Just gonna mix it well to combine, and then you're just gonna let it sit aside for about 30 to 40 minutes while I'm going to do the onions. If you have your onions fried ready, then you can add them at this point. So I'm using about 700 grams of red onions. That would give me about 2 cups for each kilo of chicken. I'm going to use 1 cup of onions, and I've sliced my onions thinly, and I fried them outside, so I did not show you. So once the onions are ready, just going to add them to the chicken mix. Then once this is done, I'm going to marinate this for about minimum 2 hours. If you can do it longer, that's much better. If you can do it overnight, that's fantastic. All right. So after 2 hours, now just going to add the potatoes that are fried, and we will be ready to cook. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm getting the rice ready. So I've got my water here, and I'm going to add my whole seasoning, which is star anise, some cardamom, green cardamom and black cardamom, some bay leaf, and also cinnamon sticks, and some salt. You want to have enough salt. Now I'm using the Omani sea salt. It's not very strong. I know it looks a lot. And also some black pepper if you want. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare the saffron. I'm sorry, it was not positioned properly, so that's saffron and rose water. So once the water comes to boil, I added the rice. I have used about 6 cups of rice. 6 cups of rice. Yeah, it's rinsed and washed and soaked for about 30 minutes. I used basmati rice. You can use any kind of basmati rice that you have. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and you want to cook this about 70%, not completely. So this is just about right. It's like hard on the outside, but inside it's soft. So we're just going to drain the liquid, and I'm going to put this in our chicken mix. And the chicken is not cooked, okay? So just gonna pour all the rice on the top. This is very simple biryani to make, and it's absolutely delicious. So after that, we're just gonna garnish it. I've left some onions a bit, just a little bit, not much, just like that. And we're gonna pour in the saffron. You can mix your saffron with milk, that's fine. I prefer to mix it with rose water to have that extra aromas in the biryani. And then we're just going to pour 3 tablespoons of hot ghee. And that's it. It's very, very simple. Some dhania, cilantro. I always have issue with this. It's the same thing. Cilantro, dhania, and what else? Coriander. Then we're just going to cover this really, really well to make sure that the steam does not escape. All right. So I started with the foil. I actually wanted to do the dough, but I did not have enough flour. Usually the rim is covered with the dough. Okay. I'm just going to place my kitchen towel and then the lid. Okay. Well secured. So I'm going to start with high heat. Mine is 9 for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then after that we're going to reduce it to 4. Really, really low for about 30 to 40 minutes. Mine cooked exactly 40 minutes because we wanted to have our biryani at 1 o'clock on the dot. And now it's ready. As you can see, the steam, and it smells amazing. Okay, so while you're here, please don't forget to visit the description box and get all the ingredients and the measurements. And the measurements, as far as the onions are concerned, are very, very important, because you don't want to have too much onions or you don't want to have too less. And also the yogurt, you don't want it to be too mushy or too less. All right, so now as you can see, we just pour the whole thing in a big plate. And we are ready to serve. Thank you so much for visiting. Thank you for your support. And I wish you a wonderful weekend and happy Ramadan. That's knocking the door at the moment. Thank you so much. Please visit me again.